Hi guys, welcome back to the EC Physio YouTube channel. On to another very high production value video this week. This week we'll go over a quick video on how to set up your cleat rotation. A very common cleat used by a lot of cyclists are the Shimano Spdsl yellow cleats, which provide 6 degrees of float. What that means is even though your shoe and cleat are clipped into the pedals, the design of the cleat still allows for 6 degrees of rotation on the pedals. Different levels of float help accommodate different riding styles or help with biomechanical issues such as lack of flexibility, past injuries, or knee pain. While float can help reduce stress on joints and make for a more comfortable pedaling movement, it can also result in a feeling of slightly less power transfer if your foot moves around too much. As an example, someone who races criteriums or cyclists on the track who do short, sharp efforts may opt for a cleat with less or no float to better help their power up during sprints. Your neutral foot position is also important to understand before setting up the cleats. The neutral position of your foot is defined as its most natural or efficient angle. For some athletes, this means that both feet point perfectly straight forward. For others, the toes naturally point slightly inward or outward. If you've had an injury on one side of the body, your neutral position may differ between your left and right feet. Regardless of your foot angle, the goal is to position your cleats so that your neutral foot position falls in the middle of the float range. This allows for an even amount of float beyond your neutral foot position, which helps take stress off your knees and other critical joints. On assessment, I like to look at how a patient's feet naturally land with each step during walking and with a loaded test like squatting. So take note yourself of how your feet are postured. Now you can position the cleat in that general direction. If you tend to have a toe out, you'll need to rotate your cleats medially. Conversely, if you have toe in, rotate your cleats laterally. Then while on the bike, we can fine-tune the cleat rotation. Start by doing a 5 to 10 minute warm-up, then into an 80% FTP effort. Then with the left foot, come to a stop at the 3 o'clock position. Try to rotate your heel inwards and take note of how much float you have. Spin up the pedals again and stop at the 3 o'clock position once more. Rotate your heel outwards now and take note of how much float there is. You should not feel like you're pressed up against one direction of the float while pedaling, but it should feel like you have equal float rotation in both directions. Slowly tweak the cleat rotation and repeat the same thing on the right side. Let me know if you have any questions. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.